powerful, you are worthy, you are sovereign. It's time to remember your worth. Drawing this card invites you to take your place in the starring role of your life. There is no need to play small here. You are being granted permission to display your strengths for all to see at this time. It does not serve for you to hide your gifts. Drawing this card can also indicate that it is time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. Without delay, cut the cord to any unhealthy or toxic people, places, energy, habits, and beliefs. This is a time to stand in your truth without cutting anyone down in the process. Divine timing is everything. You are not stuck or heading in the wrong direction. Drawing this card asks you to have patience with whatever your current situation is. All will come to pass when the moment is just right. This card can also indicate that something you are waiting for is just on the horizon. Being guided to come back home to who you truly are. Drawing this card can signal a change in your physical home or sense of where you belong. Pulling this card also symbolizes that wherever your current situation, you can trust that the moment is in alignment with your higher self. You've not lost your way. You are in fact right on time and right on track. Meditate on this symbol to access your higher power when having to make important decisions. Hi there, pile one. So, the first card that came out for you is the Nine of Cups. So, we're just taking a look into the overall energy, what's influencing you, what's delaying things for you, what's shifting for you, or the recommended action at this time, and kind of the overall direction, and some oracle cards. So on the bottom of the deck we have the Empress and the Six of Wands. So I feel as though you're calling in like a divine counterpart with this feminine energy here. You're drawing someone in towards you. On the bottom of the deck of one of our oracle cards we have knowing they messed up. Somebody definitely feels like they made a huge mistake here in how they treated you or how they handled you. It's like they have not been able to replace you or meet anyone like you, so they feel as though they definitely fumbled something with you here, like really messed up an opportunity with you. They could have been very happy with you. It's kind of already what we're getting with this isolation on the bottom of another oracle card that came out. Someone could have pushed you away and now they're realizing they made a huge mistake. It's like they really miss having your energy in their life. So you could have been seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities or just like randomly thinking about them. But it's like a lot of stuff is coming up to maybe kind of nudge you to like thinking about this or kind of moving in this direction to be able to come back in alignment with this person, like kind of like running back towards you. It's kind of what I'm seeing in my head. It's like victory. It's like something that you lost out on or didn't work out for you in the past. You're getting victory. You're getting to move forward now. With like people getting to hear your truth or see your side of the story or see you in a more accurate light. So there was something in the past that was really unfair about the situation. It caused another person to kind of act in a way that they now really regret, or they feel like they like pushed you away, maybe took other people's advice. So the whole situation kind of came to a stalemate, if you will. or a block. It's like you weren't able to progress forward with all of these ties. It's like there was a lot about the situation that is outside of your control. You weren't able to really open things up and move forward in the way that you perhaps really desired to. It's like there wasn't really a safe direction to go in, or all the options around you seemed to be kind of like closed off. So you could have felt like there wasn't anything that you could do. You just kind of had to surrender to the situation, to how it was at one point. So it's not like you necessarily lost out, but it's almost like you had to kind of like let go of something and be hopeful that it would come back around. So at this time, there's a potential to have a new start, to kind of like have a fresh new start or get something off the ground. It's like if you weren't ever able to have like a true start before, it's like this opportunity kind of coming back around. So it's still like in the potential phase. With what's delaying things, we have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Swords. So the main thing that's like stopping this person from reaching out and connecting with you could be like inner anxiety. They're like fighting with themselves, or they could be like fighting with other people around them, or they feel as though they're going to have to compete for your attention. Or yeah, you may be competing for their attention, like they may be really busy or going through like their own personal conflict in their life, so they're having a hard time just like putting themselves out there, being vulnerable, and just kind of like, yeah, putting it all out there, like expressing themselves, just being really forward. They have a lot of like inner anxiety, or it's like they're their own worst competition, kind of sabotaging themselves or like talking themselves out of it. They could be like their own worst critic, or just someone who's really hard on themselves, and they see you as someone who's very beautiful, very put together, someone who kind of has it all together, is all taken care of. Like you don't necessarily need them. They may not feel like they're on your level. They're able to like provide for themselves to the same, and you may not be this person that has it totally all figured out and your life's perfect and you're totally able to take care of yourself and make yourself happy, like that comes across, but that's kind of how they perceive you. So there could be like a lot of insecurity, and that's kind of what caused them to sabotage things in the past. So that could be the biggest thing that holds them back, is like their own inner anxiety and their own inner conflicts, um, their own like self-esteem issues, stopping them from just like following the signs they're being given and just putting it all out there, going all out. With what's spiritually shifting, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this person looks really lonely. Like even though they have it all here and they kind of have it all figured out and think all their resources built up, it's like they're really lonely. They maybe don't have someone to share this with, or it's like what I'm getting here is this realization that you can like hustle and work and grind and like save up all this money, but then if you don't have anyone to share it with, or to like indulge in it with, or to invest with, then it can all of your efforts can kind of like seem for nothing or not really mean as much. So the other person could be going through like that lesson, and that could be a big thing that's triggering them into wanting to come towards you, wanting to like break through a personal barrier within themselves that's been blocking them from putting themselves out there and being vulnerable to you. But you could also be learning this lesson. um, yeah, you could both be kind of simultaneously learning similar things, so your lives are kind of shifting in similar ways. So the recommended action, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So with this card, it's having a lot of patience and being really optimistic, knowing that you planted a lot of seeds and that when the time is right, there's going to be growth, or you're going to be able to harvest and get everything that you need. And so don't kind of like rush it and pull up your roots to make sure they're growing. Having that patience through the uncomfortable processes, or just through the building process, or if you're going through some sort of change, it's like trusting in the seeds that you've planted in your life, that you will see the results in time. So trying not to force it or rush anything at this time, and kind of surrendering to the whole process of like how things grow and evolve. So, like I said in the beginning, it's like you could just be like randomly thinking about this person, or just like intuitively getting all of these kind of like signs and messages, or just like thinking about certain things in different ways. And so a lot of stuff could be kind of clicking and connecting and kind of coming together. So continue to trust your intuition as you move, like falling back on that and making choices and decisions that feel right in the moment, and trusting that that's spirit guiding you towards having like a greater balance in your life. It's like everything that you're doing at this time is serving a higher purpose. So trusting in the ways that you're being called to move, because what I'm getting is like spirit is trying to help you align your life, so then someone can come back around. Like this person that we've been picking up on in the reading here can then come back around and express to you um, how much they feel like they messed up here, and how kind of broken down their life could be at this point, or just um, knowing that they'll never like meet another person like you, or find the energy that you give back into their life. It's like really affected them, but they may need to kind of work out a few things within themselves and like their confidence. But then it's like once they do that, I'm getting that it's like they're gonna go all in. Like once they can get over these personal blocks within themselves, or whatever they're going through around them, if they can like put that to the side, then it's like they're just gonna shoot their shot, or just like totally go for it, and then be ready to like be vulnerable. So that's one of those things where it's like once you put yourself out there, once you connect in that way, there's like no coming back from it. um, they're ready to like go all out, really put themselves out there. So it's like having the patience right now that this is a part of the process, but then once it's time to harvest, then there's no coming back from that, right? You don't put it back into the ground. Like you get to indulge in it thereafter, and kind of choose what to do with the stuff that you grew and how to preserve it. So similar energy to there. It's like spirit's trying to prepare you both um, for this like union, coming together, having like a stable union, trying to like work with you to help build your intuition, so you can continue to like make these like higher level choices and decisions even once you're in union. So yeah, this is like a reconciliation. Like, should you choose to accept this in your life, it's like a chance to reconnect with like your childlike self, or a time when you were younger. So you can be really optimistic that there's something beautiful that can happen here. So yeah, you already know, you've been getting like so many just signs, and spirit's been really communicating a lot of stuff to you, and a lot of it could just seem like totally out of nowhere, and then a lot of it is like deep down you always knew that this person would kind of realize they messed up or come back around. So it's definitely like a victorious moment for you, where your intuition is like being proven right. A lot of stuff you kind of intuitively knew all along is like being validated. So it's like a win in a way. It's kind of like a win-win, um, being right and getting to reconnect with someone you really cared about. So you could be highly, highly intuitive, kind of like like light workers, really spiritual type of people in this pile. So yeah, definitely in the past you could have had to like set boundaries with this person, kind of like kick them to the curb, or they could have done this to you at some time in the past and they know this was definitely not the right choice. Um, they definitely know they messed up if they were the ones to reject you or to ghost you. Also, though, they could be in the process of like trying to kick other people out of their lives and they're kind of like struggling with this, struggling to let go of certain toxic relationships or people around them at this time. So they don't want just like a surface level thing, or like in the past, if there was something kind of scandalous, or they could have been in this energy, this more immature energy of like wanting to fulfill their fantasies in the past and like didn't take things seriously enough or take you seriously enough or really see like this divine energy that you brought. And so they feel as though they didn't like appreciate the energy that you brought or respect it enough. And so there's definitely a lot of regret and just feeling like they should have done things differently or went about things differently. And they want to be like different now, where they've kind of like grown, evolved. They want to be like more settled down, have like a higher level, more spiritual commitment, something more grounded, something that they feel like safe, which where their heart feels safe. So they're really drawn towards this very like divine feminine energy that you give off. They could feel like your energy is very healing, and it would be like really healing for them as well too, especially if you're like a light worker or something. Rising of the Phoenix, expansion. You have risen from the ashes through your strength and determination. Now is the time to spread your wings. This is a new chapter in transition time for you. The old version of you has died off and no longer exists. A new beginning is here to usher in high vibrational energy that is fiery and expansive. Creativity, discovery. One of the ways the divine wants to connect with you is through creative expression. It gets you out of your busy mind to feel, listen, and know how best to flow the energy through you. You're being called to tap into your creative side to reconnect and discover many talents. Be open to the process and let it flow without judging yourself. So that's all I have for pile one. Thank you so much. I hope you have a really great day. Hi there, pile two. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So in this pile, we could be kind of like struggling, um, feeling kind of down, feeling like things are falling apart, not really working out. It says don't panic. So if you are going through something in your life where you feel like everything's falling apart, nothing's working out, you don't really know what to do, which direction to go in, Spirit is saying don't panic. Definitely hold the faith. Um, you are moving in a direction. You could just be moving very slowly. Or trying to, it's like you're moving in spirit's timing, like in divine timing. So you can't like rush or speed up the process to get to where you'd like to be or to have that success that you would like to see. um, there also could be some like dynamics that you're navigating that you can't fully see around you, just like some things that you're kind of going through, or like, yeah, moving through, weaving through, dealing with. Spirits like actively protecting you from certain things that like don't have your best interest at heart. So it's like really trusting in the path and like the surrender part, and knowing like you can't always see everything around you and like kind of predict everything that is happening around you. It's like sometimes just continue to move forward and trust that Spirit is working in your best interest. It has your back, is like working to move you into your highest timeline or your best scenario, even if it doesn't seem like it or it doesn't feel like it. You could be resistant to a lot of the ways that Spirit is like asking you to move or operate at this time because it feels uncomfortable or it seems to go against your idea of what you need to do in order to make sure that you're secure or like taken care of or put together. You could be kind of like worried about checking certain boxes or like worried about what people will think about you or kind of like looking crazy or looking like you're making like terrible choices and decisions, but it's like kind of doing what's best for you or doing what you're being called to do at this time and trusting in the plan that Spirit has. And like I said, that you are being like moved through certain obstacles or weave through things that you maybe can't even see around you. So definitely there could be like some deceit or just certain things around you that are not what they appear on the surface. It just could be like certain people around you that don't have your best interests, people who are kind of like fake or kind of misleading you. So yeah, trust in like anything Spirit is working to reveal or any ways that you're being called to move, because you never know like exactly what's going on and how Spirit's working in your favor in every moment. There's definitely further confirmation. There's some people around you that are kind of two-faced and shady. They're like telling you one thing but then they have completely different intentions. Like they're telling you one thing but they plan on going in a completely different direction. So there could be someone specific or just like a certain group or just area, or there's just someone or something around you at this time that doesn't have your best interests and could specifically be kind of like working or feeding you a narrative, kind of telling you what you want to hear while um, actively working behind the scenes to like do something completely different, go in a completely different direction, like kind of having the intentions to like take advantage of you. um, with what's influencing things, we have the Eight of Wands. So at this time you're getting like a windfall of information, or Spirit could be sending you like tons of downloads, tons of information, just a lot of stuff being kind of like sent or dropped down to you at this time. And it could be kind of like so overwhelming you don't necessarily know what to do with it, but you're being guided on how to like move through it and navigate and like dodge different things. And so you have like the tools within you to kind of gracefully move through all of the information that's being given to you at this time, even if it feels like you're being kind of like inundated and it's really overwhelming. So with what's delaying things, we have the Ace of Cups. So Spirit could be working to send you like a new relationship or a new emotional opportunity, but this is what's kind of delaying things in the situation, because the Spirit's not going to bring this in at this time until it gets you into a safer place or to a place where you're more protected in order for you to have this start. So this could be like this coming around could be the very thing that you're waiting for in order to help get you out of a certain situation. Like I'm just seeing this hand coming in, some sort of emotional offer, emotional opportunity, like someone coming in and offering you a level of assistance or help. It's definitely like this divinely led, like Spirit's working through them to help give you what you need or meet your needs. But with this hand coming out of nowhere, I'm seeing it's like someone could really come out of nowhere, or just some bit of like help could come out of nowhere in the form of a new emotional opportunity or like a new relationship opportunity. It's like someone who's specifically being called by Spirit to like work, move in a certain way, or like offer you exactly kind of what you need in order to help balance things out for you at this time. But it's like, yeah, Spirit with certain people around you, like kind of telling you one thing but planning to do another. It's like spirit could have been delaying bringing this new emotional opportunity into your life until you were no longer as connected with these people around you that didn't have your best interests. It's like if you would have opened up to them or shared this with them, then they could have then affected it or taken advantage of it or just like put some sort of negative energy on it. So it's like you're being called to like move out of certain situations before you fully know where you're going or what's on the other side of taking that leap in order to then jump into something new that's going to be a lot more emotionally fulfilling, like this whole new emotional opportunity. But you have to like move out of this toxic space with all of these different dynamics first, if that makes sense. So it's like you're being called to do a lot of things before you really know um, yeah, what's going to happen or what's going to come on the other side. So it feels like everything's falling apart right now, but it's you're being guided or led um, more strongly than you would think. So it's like being open to whatever spirit is leading you into or whatever is going to come on the other side of this and trusting that you're being protected. And it's almost like you're getting your karma, you're getting your positive karma, and spirit specifically moving or working to give it to you in such a way that anyone that doesn't have your best interests or has like negative intentions for you won't have any opportunity or chance to have any like gain from that or get anything out of that. It's like all just coming to you for your benefit, and they'll be like none the wiser and like not even know that you're getting that or that's coming to you, if that makes sense, just because of the way that things are being shifted and reworked. So it's like you have to trust in how this is all happening. So again, kind of what's spiritually shifting for you. Spirit is really reaching out to help guide you. So you could get multiple people coming through to help you, or this could just be double confirmation that you do have someone coming forward and there's a chance for like a new start, a new chance, or a new fresh opportunity to kind of like move into something totally new. So, with this strength in the reverse being the recommended action at this time, you could be the type of person who feels like you always have to kind of like have a plan or have like a sense of security, have everything like all figured out and like all laid out. And Spirit is saying, this time you're not going to be able to like take the reins and just like figure it all out and put everything together and make sure that like you're secure and like taken care of. It's like you're gonna have to surrender. It's like there's certain things about the situation where you don't have the same like um, control, if you will. Like you're not necessarily in the driver's seat in the same way that you have been in the past. So it's like this time you almost have to like surrender and trust in spirit to like work in your life and guide you and lead you to where you need to be. It's like if you were to kind of take things into your own hands and try and do things on your own, then it would be a lot harder for you to get to where spirit is trying to take you in your life at this time. So it's a huge surrendering process and kind of like putting your ego to the side again, like not being worried about what others think or how you look. If you look crazy or misguided in the moment, it's like spirit has a higher plan for you. So not being concerned about anything that is like going to initially come up from your ego. So you may think like, oh no, like I have to take care of myself or I have to like, yeah, make sure that I'm protected. But it's like if you step out of the driver's seat and kind of surrender and allow spirit to guide you at this time, then where the situation that you'll find yourself in will be, it's like the positive karma that you're getting on your path right now is so much more than anything you could do on your own. Like if you were to just take it in your own hands and try and like lead yourself or protect yourself um, on your own, it's like really trusting in, on your spiritual team at this time to deliver like a greater punch or just a greater impact. And to bring you something incredibly fulfilling as well. So the current outcome this time, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles. So again, it's really difficult for you to move forward on your own right now because you may not have the same resources that you did in the past. It's like you can't just take hold of the situation, grab the reins in your own hand, and just like guide the ship in whatever direction you need to go in. Like you just don't have the same resources. So it's like you can't make a move right now all on your own. So it's like really having to surrender and trusting that spirit will come through to provide you with what you need and to give you those resources that you need in that divine timing. And then you'll be able to like jump ship or make a move or make a transition. But there's going to be like some level of assistance or help that comes in first in order to like get you into that new space or shift you into that new space or to help give you the resources that you need to get where you need to go. It's like the main thing I'm hearing is like you can't continue to do things like all on your own anymore. You have to be willing to trust others or like let other people come in and help you. On the bottom of the deck of one of our oracle cards, we have balance needed, relationships. Make sure all of your relationships are equal and balanced with giving and receiving. If they are out of rhythm, then the other is sacrificing and can't sustain itself. Therefore, it will create more obstacles to overcome. Know you are worthy and deserve respect in all ways. Awakening, expansion. You've been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You're an old soul that's here to do many great things. You've come to realize this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There's no going back, so enjoy the new way of being, having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. And we also have a spirit guide. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist and help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. So you're going through this major transformation at this time. So really trusting in the path here. Rising of the Phoenix, expansion. You have risen from the ashes through your strength and determination. Now is the time to spread your wings. This is a new chapter and transition time for you. The old version of you has died off and no longer exists. A new beginning is here to usher in high vibrational energy that is fiery and expansive. You have the wisdom and ability to embody the mystical aspects of who you are. Take the enlightened path. So you could be shifting out of like some of these people around you that are maybe not having the best intentions here. It really could come from a place of them being quite envious of you. Sometimes when people take advantage of us, they kind of justify it by feeling like you have more than them or you have like better opportunities than them or you have something that they want or they're very jealous of. And so they fall back on these like lower level negative vibrations to try and keep us like held back or held down in a position that makes them feel more secure in themselves. So spirit usually isn't a fan of that, right? Spirit's usually trying to help us if we find ourselves stuck around people like that. We have fake friends. So definitely like spirit's protecting you from a lot of, it could be a lot of different people or just certain people in particular. It could be one person in particular. It's going to vary for everyone. So this is just a general reading. So just take whatever resonates here. whoever ends up coming towards you could be like someone that you least expect or someone that you've had been interested in for a very long time. Take that however it resonates. We also have kind of a lower level vibration and like some more shady, like saying one thing and doing another. Someone who just really yeah, someone who's just really not straight up and genuine and honest. This is kind of embodies this card, I would say. Mountaintop balance. Carrying the burdens has made you weary as you traveled up the mountain of responsibility. You have the choice to view your life from a higher perspective. When you let go of control, delegate responsibility, and focus on the things that hold value, life feels more balanced. So you have, a new emotional opportunity coming in of someone who's going to help give back to you, and you won't always be the one kind of like being taken advantage of or expecting to put more than what others are putting into the situation. It's like you deserve this assistance, or to have people come into your life that want to like give to you and support you and help build you up as well, and not just always expecting to like take from you and you to give to them. Past life karma, cycles. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, the person, or situation. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part in forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. So, you have a lot of positive karma coming towards you based off of a lot of rough and intense cycles that you've been through. So Spirit is helping to shift things and kind of rework them into your favor. So trust in all of the changes happening at this time and the ways you're being led. If you're still watching this far, then thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day.